I was numb. My experience as a young artist wasn't the same as like, I would see other young artists and I would be envious of them. So I never said this before in the interview. I would be envious because I would see them with their moms or their parent, or they would just like they were having fun. And for me, that wasn't what my life was.
What's good, what's poppin', what it is, what it ain't, what it could be, what it should be, what it would be. Cam Newton and Son, Mr. Boogie All, here with another episode of Funky Friday. And ladies and gentlemen, I promise, I really do promise, to give good content for the masses, but most of all, I just promise to keep it funky. Ah, man, here we go, here we go, here we go. He's a singer, songwriter, actor, and soon-to-be dad. I present to some and introduce to others, my dog, Mario. Mario!
Good to see you, man. What's up, big dog?
How you doing, bro?
I'm great, bro. Amazing.
Where we at, bro? Like, how you thugging? Like, you know, you in for a treat, I'm in for a treat.
Yeah.
And, yeah, talk to me.
It's been an incredible, my birthday just passed, you know.
How old you turn?
I just turned 39.
39?
39.
This your last year in the threes.
Yeah, last year in the threes, so they say. And I feel very, very, very focused and accomplished in my intentions in life right now, more so than ever. And I feel like that's, for me personally, that's a goal that I strive for every day, is to move with intent. Finding the spaces where I can't control things, finding the spaces to mold those things into what makes sense for my life, you know, on a day-to-day basis, from business, personal, spiritually, all these things. Everything has to move in a way with intention, purpose, driven. You know, you ask me how I'm feeling, these are the things that come to mind.
Yeah.
Because feelings and emotions turns into energy, and you start manifesting things based on how long you holding certain emotions, so forth and so on. These are things I start to think about when you ask me how I'm feeling. It's like, you know what I'm saying? That's where it's at.
That's deep.
But yeah,
That's heavy.
it's so much. Yeah, I mean, it can be. It can be heavy.
Yeah.
It can be.
You've been in the music game for a long time. And preparing for this show got me to thinking to say, you in a messed up situation. When you first dropped your first single or first album?
The first album dropped when I was 15.
You're 15, you're
15.
done. Now hear me out.
Yeah.
At 15 years old,
Yeah.
then you keep making music. No matter if you have a midlife crisis or you have an issue, you're gonna always be, I heard Trey Songz say this, you can never unfame yourself because you're gonna always be,
Thanks.
hey, that's that nigga, hey, that was someone, man. You always gonna be that person.
Absolutely.
So
Now I get what you're saying.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's tough because it's like, yo, if these music checks ain't coming in, acting checks ain't coming in, you know, whatever checks ain't coming in, you gotta go get a real job. Now you put yourself in a position where it's like, dang, nigga, you back over here at it, you know, like that's a lot of pressure, bro.
I've never had to do that, you know, thank God, right? But I think that's starting, like when you start as a young artist and you have success out the gate, that's a gift and a curse in itself, because now you gotta make that transition to being an adult and having success again because art and relating to people, like people gotta believe it.
Yeah.
The music has to be, it's like, as a young artist, you have to still appeal to adults too, because you're about to become an adult soon enough, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like what we did great with the first album, which was self-titled Mario, was be authentic. All the songs on that album was about teenage love, but everybody that's writing on my album were grown men. You're talking about the Underdogs, Harold Lilly, you know what I'm saying? You're talking about Gerald Isaac, who did Neville on that project. A lot, and then I wrote on some of it. I worked with Alicia Keys on that album when she first got signed to J Records. So there was a lot of content coming from the young me from Baltimore who got adopted, then moved to Jersey and was moving around doing this and this and that. But then there was content from experts who wrote classic records. So we created a foundation to where as long as I did what I needed to do, I would never have to go back to where I came from. I would never have to lose my step and my connection with the fans, which ultimately keeps you going. Even in the times where I did take breaks, which I'm sure we're gonna talk about, the music itself was founded in so much authenticity that it spanned the test of time, to the point whereas though when I'm putting this list together for my tour, and I'm like, oh my God, what songs am I gonna sing? If I don't sing songs from the first album, I'd be crazy not to do that. Because those are the songs that people resonate with and ultimately first make that connection with. So I think that the music has a lot to do with like the staying power, has a lot to do with why I can still go out and tour. It stamped me as an authentic R&B artist, but also as an authentic artist in person because it was authentic to me.
I didn't want to stop you, but you were adopted.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
I was adopted, man. I was adopted when I was 13. It didn't feel like adoption though, because
damn, at that.
Yeah.
Well, typically, adoptions happen
younger.
Mm-hmm. So was that experience, as a matter of fact, I don't want to talk. Tell me about it.
Growing up in Baltimore, I had, when I look back in my life, I would say I didn't see anything wrong. I didn't see anything wrong with my family. I didn't see anything wrong with there being 18 people living in one household, but only one person was really working, which was my grandmother. I mean, some of the adults were working, but it was just like more, it's hard to explain, but a lot of our family migrated together in one household. Or some people would live there for a week. Some people might live there for a month.
So this was a group home?
No. This is before I got adopted. My apologies.
Okay.
I'm talking about what led to that.
Okay,
you know what
perfect.
I'm saying? So it was perfect to me, right? My grandmother showed me so much love. She was like my second mom. At that time, she was really my first mom because my mother was she was the #1 tennis player in Maryland when I was about 3, 4 years old. She was getting a full scholarship, playing in college, Catonsville. She got in a really bad car accident when I was about 4 or 5 years old. Car went over the guardrail. She was paralyzed. They told her she'd never walk again. I was a young kid. I didn't see her for a while. The next time I saw my mom, she was in a cast in the hospital. Didn't even recognize her. You know, as a kid, just imagine that, right? When she came home, she was still in a cast, bed rest. She ended up training like herself to walk again. My mother had one of the most fierce spirits I've ever met in a woman before. You couldn't tell her that she wasn't gonna walk again. She ended up walking again. But in that process of that, she was introduced to opioids, and then she was introduced to hardcore drugs. She started using them when I was young, right? So I moved around a lot. My grandmother, my aunties, like, I was raised by the village.
The tribe, right?
The tribe, right? But through all of that, I was surrounded by so much soul, love, music. Grew up in church singing. My grandmother went to church 2 times a week, Wednesday, Sunday. If she had time on Saturday, she'd go. My great-grandmother, same thing. But on the flip side of that, it was, you know, my uncles was hustlers. They was in the streets. A lot of hustlers, a lot of killers, a lot of drugs around me. So it was a lot of everything happening at one time.
It was a melting pot of a lot of, it's Holy Spirit.
It was
drinking spirits.
It was a lot.
Toxicity, Holy Ghost.
But again, to me, there's
that was
nothing wrong.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong. You know, a lot of the things, you know, as a kid, but I was always a curious kid. I was always anointed with God's protection, and I was always anointed with the gift to sing because my mom was She played the piano. My dad sang in gospel, though I didn't grow up with him. We're closer now, but I didn't grow up with him. So the gift was inherited from my parents. But my grandmother would play Marvin Gaye, then she would play Marvin Winans. She would play, you know what I mean, James Brown. Then she would play Daryl Coley. She would, you know, so I had all, and then my mom was playing Joe and Brian McKnight and R. Kelly and the Whispers. And so there was and then hit Tupac and Biggie and all. So there was so much culture around me musically that I couldn't help but to fall in love with what kept me away from, well, she helped to keep me away from like the things that was going on in the streets, like, right? Though I seen it, I wasn't a part of it. She sheltered me from that. Even in her absence at times, she was able to nurture my love for music. When I was 4 years old, maybe 5, she got me a mic. Actually, I was a little older than that. She got me a mic that turned into the radio, and I would sing tirelessly every day. Wake up, I couldn't wait to get on the mic and harmonize with the radio. She noticed that early on, so she just kept nurturing that. I was about 10 years old. She took me to my first talent show. It was a talent show at Coppin State College in Baltimore. I was one of the youngest people in the talent show. I didn't want to do it. I cried. I begged her outside of the audition room. There's too many adults. Heard a lady singing Whitney Houston, another guy saying, I'm like, Mom, they're too good. I can't do this, Liz. This is not. Boy, go get your ass in there and sing like you be singing at home. You gonna sing. I go in there, I sing. The guy was like, oh my God, this kid he's amazing. Ooh. Do the talent show. I lost the talent show.
No way.
I lost. I killed it. It was crazy. I killed it. I had all the girls going crazy. But his niece was on the talent show, and she won the talent show. She was a talented girl. But my first manager was there, and Drew Hill was there. And at the time, just tell me this. Like, they're going crazy. So they was there. They was there. And
Ray J, that's you? Hold on. That's
Yo.
Good. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good, man. You got PTSD. That boy that gave you PTSD.
Nigga, you gotta raise your hand before you move like that, nigga. Golly, hold on. You got security. I need to get my security too. Hey, bro.
And so,
damn.
We at the talent show. I do my thing. I'm backstage. I'm balling. I'm crying. I'm mad. I'm like, how didn't I win this? Mom, I told you. You know, as a kid, when you're getting praise from your family, from your friends because of your talent, you do something that's like big to you. You know, and as I'm crying, Drew Hill come back. I see Cisco come around the corner. He come over there. They're like, hey, man, you talented, man. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. Woo, woo. So it was the first time, like, I felt like, wow, like, all those times my mother made me sing on the block in the barbershop. By the way, the first time I made money was in the barbershop. When I'm like 9 years old, she made me sing for like 10 barbers in there, and they all gave me $20 a piece. I walk out there with $200, whatever. It was crazy. And so as a kid, you start to put two and two together, like, okay, this is not just me, like, this is a gift, right? It's a talent. Sure. So after that, then my mom kept in touch with, his name was Troy. He was a manager. He had worked with a lecturer back in the day, done some amazing things, worked with Sylvia Rohn, and him and Peter Edge, who signed me to J Records with Clive Davis, were close friends. So I ended up getting adopted by him 2 years later.
Wow.
Because she wanted me to get out of Baltimore. There's a lot of shit going on. My grandmother passed away. I was moving from house to house, just, wow. You know, just a kid in the city.
Unbeknownst to the real circumstances, you just know you gotta go.
I didn't know I had to go. She knew I had to go.
No, I'm talking about your circumstances. Like, you had to go to different places. Like, that's what I mean, you gotta go.
Yes, correct.
Right.
And so it was a blessing, man. And at the time, I didn't feel like she was giving me up. She told me I was going out for a weekend, and I ended up never coming back home. I stayed there.
Life's all about leveling up. Whether I'm handling business on the field or kicking back in my zone. I like to celebrate with cigars that match the moment. That's why I linked up with Famous Cigars to bring you guys a crazy deal. Yeah, you heard that right. 8 top-rated cigars at $1 a stick. Top quality brands like Oliva, Romeo and Julieta, Davidoff, and that's just to name a few. Hand-picked and just for my fans and worth over $80. but given to you for $8. Hit up famouscigars.com/Cam and lock in this exclusive deal. While you're there, check out their insane collection of premium cigars, all shipped fresh and fast from their massive 20,000 square foot humidor. Famous Cigars has been in the game since 1939 and still family owned. If you know me, you know family means everything. So celebrate every win with my friends at Famous. 8 cigars for $8. No, 8 premium cigars for $8. That's famouscigars.com/Cam.
And we tried the group thing. He wanted to put me in a couple groups and it didn't work out. So I ended up being, signing as a solo artist to Clive Davis. One day, I started going to school in Jersey. He picked me up from school. He's like, yo, we're going to a meeting in New York. Mind you, I had been to meetings at so many labels in the group. So for me, this is just another meeting. But the difference was walking in this space and seeing pictures of some of my favorite artists with the guy I'm sitting next to at the time, Clive Davis. And I'm like, it's pictures of Michael Jackson, Busta, Bon Jovi, Carlos Santana, Whitney Houston. There was so many pictures. Then there's this crazy view of the city, a piano, when I'm sitting next to Clive and he's asking me questions. I got on some Coogee sweatpants, a headband, some Timbs, a Walkman, and a hoodie. Lie to you not.
You got it on.
I thought I had it on. I was like, yeah, a large T-shirt down to your knees,
Tall
like, back in the tall tee. You know what I'm saying? Had a closet stacked of them at back of the crib. And so, these are just, moments leading up to it, and it moved pretty fast after that show. He asked me to sing for him. I sang I Make Love to You by Boyz II Men. And then I sung I Wish by Carl Thomas. Then he called in like girls in the office that worked at the office, like, yo, I need you to perform for them. I performed for them. And he asked me right on the spot, he's like, how would you like to be my next artist, signing J Records? I looked at Troy, and I'm just like, I'm ready to sing, I'm ready to work. Like, let's get to it. And then he said, I want to play you a song by a new artist I just signed. And he pressed play, and then you hear, I keep on falling in and out. Song wasn't even out yet. Like, her voice is beautiful. Beautiful voice. That song came out maybe 2 weeks later. Out of here. And, this was like a part of my artist development is really getting to know the process. So from there, we flew to LA.
And you're how, tell me your age again?
14.
14, okay.
We flew to LA to work with Warren Campbell and Harold Lilly. And we did Just a Friend. Just a Friend came out. Flew back to Baltimore, did the video in my hometown. So this is my first time home in maybe 2 years. First time seeing my family in a while, friends, people that I ain't seen in years. So that whole movie scene, Just a Friend, we busting through there going crazy,
yeah.
That's all like family and friends I ain't seen in 2 years since signing. I seen my father on set. Didn't see him in maybe 6-7 years. My brothers and sisters. So it was like a family reunion on my first set. It was overwhelming for me. It was crazy. But it was beautiful, looking back. And then, the rest is history, bro.
Hold on, real quick. So were you able to be present? Were you able to compartmentalize emotions? Were you able to really unpack the moment?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I was numb. If you go and look at interviews with me or conversations I had, I was pictures, my photo. I wasn't a very happy kid. I think depressed is different because I've always been strong-willed. I've always had God on my side, but I was numb to everything. The only time I felt alive is when I was singing or having conversations with people that I felt like I could relate to. I was numb. My experience as a young artist wasn't the same as I would see other young artists and I would be envious of them. So I never said this before in the interview. I would be envious because I would see them with their moms or their parent, or they would just like they were having fun. And for me, that wasn't what my life was. But my grandma was on her dying bed. She told me to never stop. She said, God gave you a gift. Never stop. And so I was doing what I was doing for her, really, and just, I was doing what I thought I needed to do. But I was numb. I wasn't enjoying it at first.
So,
Yeah.
during that time, I'm very aware because I had to be middle school.
Okay.
And you talking about...
Okay. So
talking about hating.
in middle school, you
Nigga,
was,
I hated you. Nigga, I hated Lil Bow Wow. Nigga, I hated Lil Romeo.
Damn.
All y'all niggas could have caught the fade.
Oh, no,
Y'all
yeah,
niggas
yeah.
had them girls buying posters, pens,
man.
writing pen pal. You know he ain't gonna never get this letter. So you
Man.
might as well write it to me. I mean,
Wasn't no Instagram. Wasn't no,
It
let me go
wasn't
see
none
what he
of
eat
that.
today. Let me, what he wearing today? Who he did?
you feel me?
Man, I remember, bro.
But
I remember that feeling.
in that time though,
Yeah.
the artists that you were talking about
Yeah.
were Lil Romeo. Obviously,
Yeah.
he has, Master
I
P.
mean, it was Bow. It was
Bow had
Romeo,
his
it was
mom
Nick
very
Cannon.
involved.
It was E2K. It was a lot. Sammy, listen, Sammy.
Oh, Sammy.
This is the thing, bro. People got Sammy was before all of us. I was in middle school and I was in middle school when that came out. So it's like, you feel me? So
Sammy don't know y'all.
Yeah.
I do. He ain't gonna walk with y'all to this little
Yeah.
pre-prom.
yeah, so
He ain't gonna never
good times.
call
bro.
you. Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at me. We look better together than you and Sammy.
Yeah, bro.
Dang.
It was
But that resentment that you had, right?
Yeah.
Unpacking that in real time, like,
Yeah.
and I'm
I didn't
very-
understand it.
Okay.
I was like damn, like they just look happy, bro. They look like they look like they're having fun with it. They got two-way pages. They girls. I'm like, nigga, I don't care about these girls, bro. I'm like, I don't even feel this. I don't feel nothing right now. I feel so numb, bro. I feel so out of place. I had God, but I just felt numb. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm just saying this because when the first thing you open up with is you're fucked. When you say that, what'd you say? You said I'm
say
fucked.
that.
You said something like that though. You did.
Man, you caught me. You
I promise you
scared me
said
again.
All right. Cam, you said.
Yeah. I got you.
All right. Well, anyway, you said that, right? And you right because all of that came with that. Now you good, but all of that came with, and it's crazy because I don't know if you had these experiences like in your profession, but like, you know, when you see something you want so bad, and it wasn't like the success that they had or whatever, because I was having success, whatever that meant to me at that point. It was like, nigga, you got your mom with you, you got your dad around you, you got fat, you know, you could just see the level of comfort for them. They just like, nigga, I'm like, I can't trust none of these motherfuckers. Who do I trust? What is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? I had to mature into understanding, like, no, God bless you with access, my boy. The way I'm living now and the way I'm thinking now, I'm like, oh, let me catch up to what I didn't. I'm working on things that have 10,000 miles away from music because this person is like me as an artist, but we doing this type of business together. I didn't know that then. I didn't know, bro, this is access,
This
bro.
is all trauma.
This is
traumatic for you. But when you look at it through the idea of how you internalize success, you would have wanted your success to be with people that you love.
1,000%.
And not necessarily.
Not that I didn't love Troy. Troy changed my life.
Troy was obviously
He
a
was my
white man.
first, no.
Troy was a black man.
Yes, he was. Black, Muslim. Good brother. We had our falling out, our things, but good, great brother. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. But the reality of, you know, having family, having that support system, and not feeling like, okay, you're still at the audition. You get what I'm saying? Like you're still proving yourself.
Got it.
No, when you come off set, you good. I got your food's cooked. Maybe you good. Like you
But
yeah, we're gonna go to grandma crib. We're gonna go, wait, grandma, you should have seen what I just did. None of that. So it's like, that is what I say, like, damn, like.
You're yearning for.
Deep down inside, yeah, for sure.
At what age or what time of your life did you feel that that was something that you can tangibly have?
When I spiritually reconnected with myself and realized that this life and everything that I went through, it's not really, I'm not living it just for me. I'm living it for the future me, my child that I'm about to have. I went through these things to prepare me for the times when darkness, the clouds really come from being an artist. Like whatever that cloud is that artists have, or those types of clouds that come, I'm already prepared for it. I'm already prepared for it. So I'm not gonna go and try to find vices to deal with the depression or whatever that comes with. I'm gonna work through it. So it was teaching me, God taught me how to work through all these things I was feeling, work through my shadows, work through my traumas on my own to prepare me for the longevity. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for that.
Who and what was that person, if anybody, what came into your life that you felt was family to you or a trusted confidant?
I think me and like Troy was, I mean, his family and people, like, but I think that when you go through traumatic things with people you love, like my family, my mom, all that, and then you already close off to a certain degree, when you're around, even if someone's trying to show you love, there's no space for it.
It's resentment.
You don't create space for it. You're protecting yourself.
Yeah.
You're protecting yourself. And so I think it was more that. It was more just me protecting myself. And then you got to understand, as an artist, like now you're thrown into all these different rooms where people are having, you're working a 24/7 job now. You're doing interviews, you're traveling, you're speaking to strangers all the time. You have fans, you know what I'm saying? You got to smile, which was all a blessing, bro. But that you're fucked hit different when I really think about it. Like, damn, you're right. But you got to unfuck yourself.
Yeah.
You have to do that. You got to do the work. And that happened later on in life.
When?
I would say the real work started when I left. I moved from Jersey. I moved back home, which was a whole completely different test for me now. Because now I'm 19. I got bread. Right. I'm living in the hometown. You know, it's a completely different thing. Then when I left there at 23 and moved to Cali, that's when I was introduced to a whole other world of, you know, balance and working through my darkness and my light in order to keep myself grounded, because it's all on you. You can dive into whatever you want to.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, now I understand why all of these tests happened before. It's preparing me. It's preparing me. And so then it's like the routine of extracting. And this is where I took time away from myself. It's like, okay, I got to be off the grid for some time until I feel like I feel myself again. I was so numb. I was so detached from, I would sit in dark rooms and literally like just work through things, bro. Work through my feelings, work through my thoughts, work through how I felt about people, work through how I felt about everything until I felt the weight lifting off of me. Because I was carrying so much weight of everything. And it was hurting my relationships with people. It was hurting my business. It was hurting, you know, just everything that was supposed to be a blessing. It's like I feel like I was tarnishing it. So I had to work through those things in order to recreate myself again. I had to die to my old self. I was reborn, bro. I was reborn again. It's not like baptism. It's like, no disrespect, but I'm saying like, it wasn't like, let me just go take a get baptized. And no, like I had to work through like demons. I had to work through my own shit so that I can now see the light and be the light that God created me to be.
I'll share a similar situation where how you're talking right now, it's not foreign to me. I think anybody who is on a pursuit of happiness or on a pursuit of growth needs to, I think, number one, take accountability.
1000%.
I think a lot of times during this stint of my life, when I was I went to the college, and I was in junior college, and I had a moment where, and that moment wasn't just a day, it was a phase. And that's where I'm identifying as a moment where it's just like, bro, I just took accountability. I said, bro, instead of blaming, I'm going to take blame and ask myself, what could I have done differently to avoid this? And I think that's when my life changed. Hey, we didn't score it. Like, yeah, but why? Yeah, I didn't get this opportunity. Yeah, but I took it on me. And it was a healthy way, though. It wasn't just like, golly, I got to do this. And it sparked something in me because I didn't realize how immature I was until you take yourself outside yourself and judge yourself. You feel me? And it was hard because all those things that was happening to me, and I've been recently talking about this a lot. Like when you say your transition was when you went to LA, like it was a lot. But for me, I always had faith. I always had religion as a grounding resource to, okay, God, talk to me.
Yeah.
You know, I could pray. I could, you know, go to my heavenly Father and go to my earthly Father and really talk and like, Pop, man, we're going through this, we're going through that. But during that period, right, I've always had a relationship with my dad in a way where he's been the most influential person in my life, but I was scared of this nigga. Like I was scared of him.
Yeah.
And I think when I was in junior college, that's when I humanized him because my situation forced me to be with him or to contact him. And as these things was happening, I'm getting this relationship with this person that I'm falling in love with as like, yo, this dude my hero. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, bro, like you patient with me. I remember one time, dog, on a Saturday, and where I was in Brenham, Texas. Brenham is in the middle of Austin, College Station, where Texas A&M is, in Houston.
Yeah.
And I was so at peace. I was playing a video game, NCAA, and my dad had called me. We didn't have FaceTime at that time. He was just calling me. He was like, what you doing, son? And I was like, man, Pop, I'm just playing. He's like, man, what you eating? And I was like, man, I mean, you know, I'm playing the game and I'm talking to him. It's like, I'm eating some Lucky Charms. What you ate earlier today? I just finished eating Lucky Charms, not realizing like your son is struggling eating Lucky Charms. And how I was eating them is I would eat all the marshmallows first just to salvage that hoe. You know what I'm saying? And then he was hearing this, and what he do? Bro, that's how you know what type of parents or people that you got around you. Man, this dude sent me sardines, Spam, non-perishable items, you know what I'm saying? And noodles the following week. But in that moment, I was good because I knew I had to purge myself and really be where my feet were to really understand. Now, the trick was, or the issue that happened was, I was so happy and joyful that when my life changed, now when that Lucky Charm started turning into caviar and lobster and steak and, you know, 5-star restaurants, it was like, hold on. Who can I relate to?
Yeah.
What can I relate to? And that's what the issue was for me, because that hero that I was talking to now is a person he's non-relatable to my circumstance. It's like, man, Pop.
Right.
Well, it's tough. It's hard out here. Son, but he's talking to me as, I'm not him no more, Pop. I'm not the dude that's just,
I find that issue today.
You feel me?
With my pops too. Sometimes I'm like, damn, like, how do I even catch him up to life? He's just like, I'm proud of you for everything. I'm just like, thank you. I appreciate that. But
it's like the follow-up is like,
you know what I'm saying? But I think I'm gonna tell you what. This is crazy. So my mom's funeral, right? Everything leading up to that, mind you, she had a lot of overdoses and certain things happened. So she had passed away and came back before. So I was already prepared for this in a way. It's fucked up, but I was prepared for it. You know, preparing everything for the funeral. Cool. I made it through all of that. But that last moment, when the was closing, I lost it. And in that moment, it's probably the most alone, like that first 10 seconds of sitting at her casket by myself, it's probably the most alone I ever felt in life. In that feeling, you know? Even with my other brothers being there, because I was the oldest. And when my dad came over and he hugged me, and he's like, son, I know the feeling, I got you. It was like so much weight dropped off of me. And I don't even know, and I just think that is just simply because this is my dad. Yeah. There's, whether y'all grew up together or not, there's a chemical connection, spiritual connection that is inexplainable. And in that moment was the first time I ever felt it. So it just learned so much about life in that moment where you realize, like, bro, that there's just unspoken things about pain and deliverance and hope, faith, losing something, gaining, all of these things is what makes life move.
Yeah.
And I later on found out that my dad lost his mind when he was 13 years old. And I didn't know that until then. So when he said, I know the feeling, in that moment, it was just his embrace that I felt. But I didn't. It.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that he lost. So I did question when that statement of, I know the feeling, I questioned it. But I didn't question, I got you.
Okay.
And then later when he told me, it all
made sense.
Made sense.
Yeah.
Why he said that.
Yeah.
So.
That's definitely beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, to my situation, what started to get murky was almost like a reverse of what most people would be like, yo, like, I had it tough growing up. Like, no, we weren't poor, but we weren't broke either. You know, my parents did, it was a working class, household. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with my grandmother too, my parents, they were in church. Like, I was raised the right way. What got murky was when I had success and nobody around me could relate when I was hurting. And I had this survivor's guilt almost, where even to this day, it's like,
I've been going through that too, I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying? It's
because
like
you try to compensate for that by trying to fix other people and other things.
Or you don't want to make other people uncomfortable
for sure.
with your success, right? It's like, for example, true story. Man, I refuse to allow my sons to play sports. They can go to school in a privileged school system, obviously private school. But when they play sports, it's important that they get it from
the mud.
I'm talking about the gritty.
Got you.
No dance moves. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So while I show up there, I don't drive certain cars.
For sure.
And it's not to say that I'm fearful or I'm tucking in my chain. It's just like, I don't want people to look at me like, oh, Lamborghini, that gotta be Cam car. Right. Or
it's also not about you right now.
It's not. It's not. It's like, bro, I got Rolls Royce, Maybach, Ferrari, Lamb, all that. And I can, old schools, that's not the time for that.
Sure.
And I don't want people to be distracted off of what the sole purpose is, but also the people around me. Like, I will wear bland, like, this is a G-Shock. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't pull wads of money out because people around me, that's an opportunity for the, dang, let me hold some few. Let me hold some OG. Like, it's not even that. It's like, yo, like, that makes me relatable more by me dumbing down myself or water downing myself.
I don't even think that's a dumb or water down. I just think that's a character trait, bro. That's a way of life, bro. I think, and I think that it's also you teaching your child, show it with your character and with your intention.
Yeah.
Like you can have nice things, whatever, but there's a time and a place for it, like you said, and it's just being smart.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the key. I mean, I have a lot of friends that have so much more, and you wouldn't even know it, right? You know people like that. I think that leading with your intention and your character is always in today's society, I think it's more powerful in a way. When you're on stage or when you need to, pop your shit out, you need to go to a venue.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But I feel
No,
like,
you talked about the artists that, you resented, but now being around music for so long, what artists are you fans of?
So many, man. So many people. And I'm fan of different artists for different reasons.
Okay.
Man. Usher, CB, just talking about R&B, Usher, CB, the ones that are still here when I started, the Lloyds, the, Sammy's, Trey, like all of the guys that, represent R&B and respect R&B, but then you go to the females, Beyonce, like she took me on my first international tour when I was 18 years old. I went on tour with Destiny's Child. And that was a blessing, bro. It was just like, that's when like the light started to shine for me a little bit. Cause I'm like, in middle school, I had Beyonce on posters, like not on the wall, but just like I had the Writing on the Wall album. You had to open a poster to see like, take your favorite person out. It's like to be on tour, and be in those rooms, learning how to be an artist, learning production, learning performance, rehearsing. I spent like a lot of time overseas with them. So I was introduced to a whole other world of, different types of women and like exploring that and like just really being an artist at 18 years old that's like, okay, I can enjoy this and this is the life that God gave to me. Let me just enjoy it. That was the first time on tour I actually enjoyed it. Who else? I mean, even Jay, man. I like Jay-Z, like what he represents in entrepreneurship and music is just like, he's one of the GOATs.
Yeah.
How can you not look at that and say like, I want a legacy like that? To give my kids and to, as far as keeping relationships and building relationships in the game, like it's very important. Nas, you know what I'm saying? Big fan of Nas. He's one of my favorite rappers. As an entrepreneur, I respect him so much. It's hard for me to look at the artist and not look at their legacy.
The whole
you know what I'm
body
saying?
of work.
Because it's like how I think now is, it's like you have Mario the artist, and then there's like, I compartmentalize Mario the businessman and the imaginative Mario that thinks big picture and works backwards, because music is something that I can't control all the way. Mm-hmm. As an independent artist and a person who has my own label, I can control the creative side, but I can't control if I'm paid properly in streaming. I can't control if a show is canceled because there's certain things in music that's tangibles, like audibles. Audibles can be called at any time, right? Mm. But when it comes to creating things and being able to say, okay, this is an exit type of deal, and I can look forward to this in 3 years and know that it's gonna take care of me and my family for the rest of my life. Those are the type of things that I look forward to now. Music is like a hobby, something I love to do, and a way for me to be creative and have no limits to the creativity if I want to go that far into it, but there's just people that I look at that have done things that I want to do that I'm working on that I admire. Who else, artist-wise? Stevie Wonder, one of my favorite artists. Also someone that's like, I've built a relationship with over the years, who is probably arguably one of my favorite creative artists that ever existed. I mean, creatively, what he's done in music, what he's done in cross-genre, like taking his music from one level to the other, he's just a genius. Then there's so many people to name.
So you've been in the game so long that you skint your knee, that analogy in business, right? What was that moment from the music side where it's like, no, I need to start taking the business of music serious?
Yeah. I think that happened when I was like on my last leg with RCA, which was a beautiful run, by the way. I did some amazing things with RCA, with Peter, who's amazing. He loves music, he loves real music, and he loves real artists. When I was growing into being more of the creative, and I could not translate that with my own music and visuals. It was like, everything that was coming out, I had to be commissioned by somebody at the label. I was like, nah, I can't. Like this, I didn't have a voice.
I can't work like this.
I can't work like this. It was getting, and it was like, if there's one thing I've given so much artistry, and I'm like, we need to do promo tours, cool, let's do promo tours. We need to do tours, let's do tours. But when I can't have creative control or creative input, now it's like, I don't feel like an artist anymore. I feel like I'm working a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was when I was like, you know what, I gotta go do my own thing. So I negotiated out of the deal, and I started my own label, New Citizen, which is everything you see for the past, 6 years, has all been through New Citizen. So whether you heard the music or not, it's all independent, and it's like, some of it, I did do a deal with Sony for an album, but like, for the most part, New Citizen has been all through that.
So, real quick, and I'm not trying to be petty or facetious or joking, but back to Stevie Wonder.
For sure.
Is he really blind? Because, call me crazy, but Shaq...
He got me a couple of times too, I ain't gonna lie. He's got me a couple of times too. I'll be sitting down talking to him and be like, man, you know what I mean, you got some nice shoes you got on. I'll be like, yo, thank Ray, bro. Like, but I feel like that's his humor, bro. But he like that, bro. He's like, Stevie is like, man, he's like your favorite uncle, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's just talented and just, vicious. No, you got me a couple times like that. So he's like that, bro. He's like that, man. I think it's a character thing. I definitely think he's blind in the sense that he can't see what we see, but maybe he sees more. You never know. I mean, have you ever closed your eyes and like
don't
seen
ask me that
things?
question, bro. It's not.
I know, I get it. I don't gotta go there, but I know I see more. It's crazy, but if you cut all the lights off in here right now, my eyes will acclimate to the darkness and I can see everybody in this room. Like, within a matter of like 10 minutes. But it's because I've done a lot of like...
Yeah. But we ain't
I told you I used to be in the dark a lot.
You ain't blind, though.
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying, imagine that he sees things... Okay. We see the world because our brains are... We're essentially, we're like high level like technology, right? Biospiritual technology, right?
I'm with you.
And so imagine that his senses are heightened because he doesn't have that sense. He has other senses. How can he make the music that he makes if he doesn't see in ways that we don't see, bro? It's like
see, you're
saying the physical world.
I'm talking about if I was with Stevie Wonder and I just say like, damn, she fine. And then he say, hell yeah, she fine as hell.
But maybe he see her energy. Maybe he feel her energy, bro. And maybe he's judging it off of that. Maybe he like, oh, she funny? Nah, I don't like her energy. She not that fire. I'm just saying.
Then I'll be like, well, what you see?
Right. And then he gonna take you on a ride.
I'm trying to tell you.
He gonna take you, you know what I'm saying? Like,
where we going? Well, see, what I saw was...
you know what I'm saying? It's so interesting, man. It's just like, it's crazy how God like create different beings for different reasons, bro.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is you can experiment with that. You can experiment. I guarantee you, if you put some blindfolds on for a week, watch your other senses start coming alive.
No, for sure.
What?
No, that's a fact. No, this is a study. When one sense is not able to be used, other senses heighten.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all ever did drills like on a field where you had to like imagine like you couldn't see things? Y'all did drills like that before?
It happens.
Because don't you got blind spots?
Yeah. But I've completed passes not even seeing if the person was there. He's supposed to be like you anticipate certain things, and I think in any sport, every sport has its respective skill and thing, but a lot of times in sports, it carries the same recipe of how a person is successful. It's who reacts faster. So if this person moves and I react by throwing it where he's going towards, and that's where, I mean, it's weird. But
that makes all the sense in the world, though, because like you train to elevate your natural abilities.
Yeah.
You can be A dude can go in the gym and work out and have your body type, right? But the way you train is what makes you a completely different beast than what he is, right? So your mind will work different because of how you train. And that right there sets the standard for like what people can count on. They're like, yo, we know that's his gift. I can't do that. That's what he do. That's why we need that guy.
Just random question.
Yeah.
Do you think God gives you an ability? Like when somebody says, oh man, Mario, but God gifted him with a ability to sing, or Cam, he's God gifted.
Yes. However, I think the space and the altitude of where that ability lands in the real world is on you. How well you understand your gift, how you nurture it, how you elevate it, because everything can be elevated. I truly believe that. I truly believe that God can give you, hey son, I'm gonna give you these seeds, Cam, but I'm not gonna tell you where to plant them. But they're great fucking seeds, and they're organic, and you're not just gonna be able to buy these at the store. But where you plant them, how well you take care of them, who you give access to them, that's what's gonna bear your fruit, and that's what's gonna bear everything.
But is that God though? And I'm not trying to be blasphemy.
No.
What I'm saying is,
you say give, like, okay,
yes.
You're saying is God
I don't
giving?
think God gives you anything. Okay. Like, I don't think God gives you skill. Hear me.
But that's what I'm saying.
I think God gives you the thought.
You said gift. The gift. You said, does he give you the gift? I said, yes. I believe God gives you the gift. But where you take the gift, how you nurture the gift, how you make sure that people respect the gift and see the gift, how you value the gift, is what places you
That's on
in
you.
Life. Yes.
That's okay. We're saying the same thing. We're saying the same thing.
1,000%.
Because I do believe, like, there's biblical scripture that says this: faith without work is dead. Like, people are there, have faith the size of a mustard seed. God, I just believe that you're going. And it's like, yo.
That's like when someone says have faith the size of the mustard seed, that's after I done the work and it looked like all the work that I did not gonna work out.
Yeah.
That's when it's like have faith of a mustard seed.
Yeah.
You can't just have faith of a mustard seed and not put the work in.
Yes.
Nah.
And I think that's what I'm saying, where I really put a microscope to when people say God gives you ability. I think God gives you the thought. Because if I wanted to say, hey, I could have been a singer. Yeah, God gave you that thought, but you didn't nourish it or nurture it. Hey, I could have been a football player. Yeah, you may have thought.
You could think you could be a singer, but if God ain't give you the gift, then you can't sing.
But there's a lot of singers that can't sing.
There's a lot of singers that can't sing as good.
You're
like, for example,
softball it. I'm trying to Randy Johnson.
I will tell you when a motherfucker can't sing. What I'm trying to say is it's different levels, bro. It's like the kid who you go to a game, you like, yo, that kid's fucking good. He's played, but he don't have the skills or to make it to the league. God gave him a gift, but it ain't your gift. It's different levels of the gift.
But this is all right. I like.
It's different levels of the gift.
I like where we at because I was not always the best player.
But he gave you the gift to be able to. He gave you the gift to be able to play. He gave you the gift, and you nurtured it, and you took it to another level.
Yeah, but it's like those things that I'm seeing, right? Mm-hmm. And I think translatable to you. When you first started singing, there were other people that you may have thought like, yo, like that person could sing. That may not have had the opportunity that you had. Now, I believe in favor. But what I also believe in is like, yo, this person may have hit a note, and I'm I don't know. There's melodies of how people kind of sing and things like that. It's like, yo, I want to incorporate to my repertoire of singing. That's the same thing that happened with football. It's like, yo, I love how he's like explosive. I understand how like he's dynamic, that he's fearless when it comes to making the plays. And I'm like, bro, I'm gonna incorporate that.
It's so funny though. When it comes to physicality, it's a little bit of a different science than singing because tone. Sometimes people can like a person can sing better, but then sometimes people can like somebody's tone better than yours because their ear is hearing different. You know, it's like we can sing the same thing, but somebody might be like, "Yo, I like his voice better because of the tone of his voice, because of how he emotes, the energy that he's carrying, how it's coming through him." And I think maybe it's a little different with playing the game because do you feel like somebody can carbon copy Cam Newton?
No.
Movement wise?
No.
And don't how much you think, how you think have to do with how you play or no?
So. The reason why I say no to the first question that you asked is because genetics plays a big part.
So is that the gift or is that the skill?
That's what I'm saying. God gave me the genetics. You see what I'm saying? Now the skill had to be nurtured by me.
That's what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think it still goes to, I don't think you can, like people were just born with this. It's like, yo, you had to work towards it. Like, you probably couldn't sing as good as you can sing now.
Nah, of course not.
You know what I'm saying? So like you keep working, you keep working.
I was just telling bro, I said, bro, fans sending me songs to sing on tour. These songs that came out, leaked out 17 years ago, haven't heard them in 5 years. It's like I put so many hours in the studio just because. And these are the things that do make you great, right? Being on so many stages, competing with yourself, these are the things that make you great. Playing those hard games, you know, making those hard decisions, these are the things that make you great. You got to put the work in. There's no way, especially as a singer, there's no way around it.
But it's that.
Yeah.
So it's so relatable, and we're talking about life right now.
Yeah,
because,
no, for sure.
Man, I have children that their growth is at a different trajectory.
That's deep.
You know what I'm saying? And I got one son who's like the star, right? He's the guy on his team. And then another son is just a guy. You feel what I'm saying? And they know dad, so they like, yo, Pop, like, man, what I got?
How do you feel about that, though? Like, if they see this interview, will they know which son it is?
Oh, for sure.
You have these conversations with them, or
No,
they
for
just
sure.
know?
No, see, this is the thing. Genetics plays and I'll be honest, like, Suge is the guy. He's my second biological son, right? Chosen, who's my first biological son, he's not nowhere near Suge's trajectory of the value to his team, right? The reason is, knowing what I know now, it's like, yo, Suge's reps has almost quadrupled Chosen's reps. Example, Suge plays offense and defense. Chosen on his team, he has probably the more ball skills, right? He's a natural catcher. He's a natural athlete, but he barely plays. So while Suge is getting real reps, whether good or bad, he's learning from those. While Chosen doesn't have opportunities to do those things. So when you're like, yo, I was in the studio, I was doing this, it's like, bro, reps matter.
No, they definitely do.
And it goes back to the point that I'm saying.
Can you imagine, though, that this is just me being me. If you're wrong, and then at that point in time, when they're both going to see who drafted, the one son who's that one skill that he has is needed. I don't know how it works, like all the way, but like, and then he's like, he ends up going.
No, but hear this though. That's my relationship with my son.
Yeah.
That's how my dad was with me.
Yeah.
And he was so honest with, man, and I say this and I give this example all the time. Like, when I played football growing up, my dad never coached me, ever. He coached me at the dinner table, not on the field. And there were times where I was on the field where and the reason why he did that is because I asked him, he was like, yo, I always wanted you to understand that you need other coaches and you need to adhere to different coaching. But that didn't take into account that every time I played, I always would look back for his approval. And then when I get in a car, I'm like, my mom, hey, did Pop see it? Did Daddy see it? You know what I'm saying? And even still, to when I got into the league or played in college, it was like, yo, I knew where my parents were. And them being there gave me affirmation. But to the point where you're making is, I speak to my kids and I tell them where we have to get better at.
Love that.
And if you don't come up, that's the plan. It's like, son, this plan now, and we always talk about it. Hey, we got to get our ball skills better. Yeah. Hey, we got to get our feet better. Hey, we got to be more physical. Hey, I don't like where you are with the effort, son. I'm looking at films, and Shells will tell you, every single time that we're there with my son, I want to see all mannerisms. I judge them off two principles: attitude and effort. Attitude is also energy. If you're on the sideline, I don't like that.
1000%.
So for me, I'm seeing these things.
Like you gotta feel like you in the game still.
Bro, it's important.
Yeah, no,
because as an athlete, especially the pressure of being Cam Newton's son, they don't play quarterback.
Yeah.
They don't.
That's so crazy. I was asked earlier, like, yo, if I would let my son be, because I'm having a boy as well, if I would let him be in the game. And, you know, I think that for me, it's about giving him all of the skills and all of the resources available to him to know, like, yo, there's two sides to it. There's behind the scenes, you can be the boss and the owner and the CEO, or you can be in the front, which takes a lot of your time, energy, different type of effort, different type of responsibility.
Right.
You know, I don't know. I don't know if I would want my son being an artist. I don't know what being an artist is in 2035, 2040. I don't know what that looks like.
But real quick, let's go back
Yeah.
to the singing thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you being able to nurture your voice and grow and learn, right?
Yeah.
I said, every singer can't sing.
Right. True.
And not to...
Can't sing. Every singer can't sing. I get what you're saying.
I will give you a list of artists.
Okay, good.
And you will say if they can or can't.
All right, cool.
In
my opinion. All right.
Bryson Tiller.
Listen, if Bryson wanted to sing more, he could.
It's either a yes or a no.
Nah, I feel you. I would say... Listen, I never heard Bryson sing live without just no mic, no nothing. So I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know, bro. I think he could sing. He can't sing, but he can sing. He can sing, but he can't sing, bro.
Listen, dog. This is Funky Friday, where we keep it funky, all the way funky.
Listen, bro.
It's yes or no, bro. It's a definite yes or a definite no.
That's you know what's crazy?
It is.
No, hold on. Listen, hear me out though. Cause it's like you can't discredit.
What is
discredit
this?
bros. It's a nice hat. You said that they get custom made, right? It's a nice hat, man. I might need one of those. But listen, Bryson.
Cap. What you say? It's a yes, bro. You make it awkward. I ain't making it awkward.
No, it's not awkward. It's not awkward because it's just one of them things where it's like I heard songs. I'm like, yo, I like the way bro sliding on there. You know what I'm saying? And there's some songs like he's not really singing. He's not a singer. He's trying to sing.
Definite yes. Definite no.
It's not a fair question, bro. I can't answer that. It's not. You got to.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got you. We're gonna come back.
It's like.
We're gonna come back.
All right, I'm gonna ask you a question real quick.
Talk to me.
If somebody make it to the league and plays on a team with you and you have to pass the ball to him, and you have opinions of whatever, how he plays with, is he a football player?
No. You're not
asking my question. Yes or no?
I'm gonna tell you how
yes
you need
or no, Cam. Can I borrow the cat? Yes or no, sir?
It's
yes or no?
Just ask the question one more time.
If somebody is on your team, he made it to the league, but you might question like certain things about how he play, whatever. Is he still a football player?
He's ass.
So he's ass, but you gotta pass the ball to him.
No, I do not.
So if he's right there at the goal sign, about to make a touchdown,
He
you
won't
just
even
not,
be there.
How?
Because
If it's offense, how are you gonna say he can't? Well, not gonna be there.
Because as the quarterback, hey coach, don't put me in this situation.
Okay, but what if he put himself in a situation?
He will never.
Yeah, man. You just.
I'm trying to tell you, and that's what I'm telling you. You're not asking the question right. You should have said, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna list a quarterbacks," and you say, "Are they good or not?" And then that's where we go back and forth. You see what I'm saying? But come on, brother.
Are they good or not?
Can they play or not?
You didn't say if he was a good singer. You said, can he sing or can he not?
Can he play or can he not? Yes or no, in your opinion. So I'm telling you, if there's another player...
To my standards, no.
Thank you. We just went on a whole rant about this, that, caps being pulled off.
Listen,
you over here.
Sometimes that's what it takes to get the answer.
Thank you, bro.
Oh, good.
Say less. Here we go. We got
the next one.
5 more. Trey Songz.
Yo, I gotta go to the back. Oh. Yeah, Trey can sing. Trey can sing.
You see how easy that was?
Because it's a different type of singer, man. It's
Say
like
less. I'm sorry. To your liking.
Yes.
Your metrics.
Absolutely.
The Weeknd.
Yes.
Ray J.
You know what? Ray J can sing when he want to.
Bro, come on.
I said Ray J can sing. Like he be doing runs and shit. Like he wrote some. Yeah, he can sing.
It's a hard yes or?
It's not a hard yes, but it's a yes. Yeah, he can sing.
It's a yeah or a?
It's like a yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
You see what I did with that?
Yeah.
It's a yo.
It's a yeah. It's a yeah. Yeah.
Jacquees.
Yeah, he can sing.
Yeah.
He can sing. Bro, you ask him if someone can sing. Sure, somebody in here can sing. Is it gonna sound good?
If they start singing,
now if you
I'm
ask
like,
me,
nigga, you can't sing.
If you,
I'm like, I'll just tell you straight up.
But if you, but
not to me, you can't.
Okay, I get that. But I say he can sing. He can sing.
To you,
he can sing. He can sing. He can't sing, but he can sing. He can sing. He be on key.
Omarion.
Omarion, it be hit or miss for me sometimes.
Say less. Bobby Valentino.
He can sing.
Last but not least, Chris Brown.
He can sing.
Now, we started this one with a particular individual that I'm a man of my word going back to, Bryson Tiller. Mm-hmm. To your standards, can he sing?
Bro, why you stuck on Bryson, bro? To my standards of what I believe in singing, like he cool. Bryson cool, bro. He cool, bro.
Nigga, you lying. Stop lying, bro.
He cool, bro.
All right.
He cool.
Because like I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with you. It's because this emotion.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can tell from my reaction what I mean. Like he cool.
Thank you.
Like because it's like me personally, I'm not about to go and look for him for vocal chops, bro. I'm not looking for Bryson for vocal chops. But I'm looking for Bryson for cadence when he taking it serious. You know what I'm saying? Pen when he taking it serious, for sure. Like if Mario's singing a Bryson song, it's different from Bryson singing a Bryson song. You gonna feel it in a different way. But he's had hits, so it's like he do what he do.
You said vocal tone and pen.
Yeah.
I just simply asked, can he sing?
Bro, I honestly,
cool.
He cool. He can't not sing. He cool. He cool.
Who wrote or did you write Let Me Love You?
Neo wrote that. Neo and another writer named Cam was involved with that. Yeah.
As I was listening to that song, before I make my point, tell me what it is. Baby, I just don't get it.
I don't get it.
Do you enjoy being hurt?
You must like that shit.
I know you smelled the perfume, the makeup on his shirt.
Yeah.
You don't believe them stories. You know that they all lies.
She lied to herself. By the way, I've been this guy after I wrote this song. This is the fucked up part.
You see where I'm going?
I've been him. So like
you dirty man.
I've been him. And it's like, damn, like I I do my. When you said, that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. When you first said you fucked in the beginning, you right. Because now every song you sing, sometimes you feel like you gotta live up to that. You can't. Like the guy that they be thinking be singing to them. Like I don't always be that guy. Like I'm not always him. Sometimes I'm on the other side of it, and it's fucked up. So you're right. You're right. My life is crazy. But go ahead. I'm just saying. I've been like you saying this. I'm like, damn. Like I heard. I've been there. I had the makeup on my shirt. I had all of it, bro.
Was you the dude that was telling the girl, bad as you are, you stick around, and I just don't know why.
Not exactly in that sense.
Baby, if I was your man,
yeah.
you'll never worry about.
You'll never.
Well, I am.
I was lying. The whole time I was lying. And that's why I be thinking like when you lie on music, sometimes they be the biggest records, bro. Sometimes you gotta lie. Sometimes they like when you lie.
So you never dirty man?
Yes. I'm just saying that it's still a lie. Cause I'm no different from him. To a certain degree.
What him you talking about?
Whoever I'm talking about, when you tell me, back then, when you tell me, like I'm cool, like I'm kind of seeing somebody, but not really. Like when you do that, when you say I'm kinda, this is when I was single, by the way. I'm not single, man. But when you say I'm kinda, now it's open. But this is a song. I never use those words. That's like, it's just making good music. You know what I'm saying? I've never gone up to a girl and been like, have I listened? Yeah, but I didn't volunteer to listen. She just started talking. I was there right there with her.
But you getting distracted.
No, I'm not. I get what you're trying to say.
Are you the victim or are you the person?
I've been both sides. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. I said that first. I started with I've been on both sides.
Say less.
But what I'm saying is I never said it, but I've listened. And then I've taken advantage of that.
So before. You definitely...
Every man has done that. You're lying if you say you've never taken advantage of a woman being in a vulnerable space because you felt like you could be better for her.
No. See, you're moving the goalposts and we're trying to bring that.
No, bring it back.
Right.
Bring it back.
Keep it right here.
You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is,
yep.
I ain't never told a woman, that nigga that you dealing with, this nigga got made. I know you, this nigga, he cheating on you. He deserved better.
I never said that, but you have been in a position where she might be seeing somebody and they on and off, and he's still like, yo, no, we locked in. And you like, nah, but I really want her. You been there before, Cam.
Okay.
You have, bro.
Let me ask you this. Is this in the same boat? I done talked to a girl knowing that she got a dude or dealing with a dude.
Right.
And I tell her straight up, that nigga ain't me. That's dirty macking?
1,000%.
Oh, no, that ain't dirty macking. That's
dirty macking.
That ain't dirty. That's like that nigga ain't me. Is it? That's dirty macking,
my boy. I'm gonna tell you why it's dirty macking, bro. Dirty macking is, bro, it's dirty macking to a certain degree, bro.
Talk to me.
I'm gonna talk to you, because that's not the only thing you're gonna say. Because I'm gonna tell you, like when she start telling you, when she get comfortable enough with you to start talking to you about her life and what's really going on, because all women do. Because they want to see, all right, like, is he different? Is he going to treat me different? Or some women, if they really mature enough, they don't talk to you about none of their business. They just, whatever. But, bro, that's dirty macking. Because why you even got to say that? Why you bringing him up?
Because I need to set the tone and let her know that I'm not that nigga that you
Why not just do it? Why not just be it?
I am. But I have to.
What you gotta tell them?
Sometimes we need a reminder. You ever been driving?
Nah, bro.
And
See, I think different. I'm not gonna speak on, bro. That's a song. But I'm just saying, you can't hold me to that song. But I can because I'm fucked, right? It's fucked up, man. But listen, at the end of the day,
you seen it coming.
What I'm trying to say is, if I'm gonna tell her he ain't me, I'm gonna show you he ain't me. I'm not gonna tell you.
But what I'm saying
and then I'm gonna let her come up with her own conclusion of what she wanna do.
By the time she come up with the conclusion, pew, I'd have been gone.
You say you gonna be gone?
Pew.
So then you wasn't fucking in the first place. Unless it was just on some.
Because the right, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but the reality of what I'm saying is, like, you ever been driving a car and you about to press the brake but then you get the like it reminds you that you need to break.
Oh yeah. Like when you
So like that's all. It's a precursor. It's like the pre-credits.
Boy, you good at you good at running away from the point.
Nah,
No, you good at running away. And there's a point you'll make, and you be like,
I can
make a
even
quick
when I know
pivot,
a girl,
boy.
even when I know a girl is single, or knew when a girl was single,
right?
I'm using her situation as a reference, not as a reason. Dirty Mackin to me is you using reasons of what makes like.
I get it. Okay, I get what you're saying. So you're saying you've never dirty macked ever? That's what your point is.
No, I have never dirty macked. I'm just being honest, bro.
Cool, man. Because that's the guilt right there. Because you know you're lying. That breath right there, bro. I see it.
I'm really trying to go. Look,
okay.
dog. Look.
What you got against dirty macking?
I don't have like, bro.
What you
listen.
got against it though? Because it can be. It's levels to it. Obviously,
It's not levels. It's like a sin. All sins are created equal. I'm just saying, bro. I'm not better than the
honestly,
next person.
I think what makes that song special is that the dirty macking was so out front and just obvious and just like.
Bro, the song is an anthem.
Anthem, yeah. Can I have some more water, please? Thank you so much.
Like
It is.
it's an anthem. So before I sit up here and say like, I ain't a fan. Like, bro, we all have experienced it to some degree.
For sure.
And I'm telling you, my Mackin don't need to be dirty. It's Clorox Mackin.
I feel you.
Like, I'm telling you, it's like, bro. Like when I started dealing with Jazz, like, shout it. Hey, them niggas. I sent a bunch of memes. I could care less who was before. It's about what's
right there. I feel you. Yeah, man. Well, dirty macking comes in completely different types of approaches and
you still
shapes, sizes.
You calling me guilty?
Man, listen, man. If the hat fit, wear it. And you wearing the hat right now.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
My nigga.
Now, Cardi B said Stephon Diggs told her, "Let me heal you" after a split from obviously Offset. Is that dirty macking?
I don't think so. I mean, no. I don't know. I don't know enough about. I don't know, bro.
I'm telling you from the opposite.
You said she said what?
Cardi B said Stephon Diggs told her, "Let me heal you" after dealing with Offset. Is that dirty macking?
I don't know the context of that, but no, I don't think so. Because I don't know what else happened in the conversation. I don't think it's dirty macking, no.
So how you gonna say that the hat fit when I'm just saying that nigga ain't me?
Because if you telling me exactly what you're saying to her, did he say, "Let me heal you" because of him? Or did he just say, "Yo, let me heal you"? Like, it could have been something else she was dealing with. Let me heal you. Could have been some other shit, man. Was it because of, Can I ask you a question though? Because at the end of the day, what's the timing? Do you know the date when that happened? Do you know when?
Here
how?
you go.
Because I'm saying, because
Mario.
dirty macking is when somebody with somebody, right? They got an obvious situation and they still rocking.
Yeah.
And then you like, nah, nigga, hold up, nigga, I'm kicking a door down. That's dirty. That's like dirty macking because you could just wait until she be like, yo, I'm single now. No, you don't got time to wait, right?
So if you don't have time to wait, you're saying that that's dirty macking?
Yeah, because you don't got the time to wait. You like, nah, listen, you don't need, what's going on? Nah, listen, dude, I'm him, dirty macking.
The definition of dirty macking refers to the unethical act of trying to mack, flirt with, or seduce someone by speaking ill of their current partner, essentially trying to sabotage the existing relationship to make oneself appear more desirable, often through dishonest or unfair means. It can also involve discrediting a friend to gain favor with a potential romantic interest.
Absolutely.
So me telling another woman, that nigga ain't me.
Absolutely. Do you know that she has a man?
I could care less.
Why are you speaking on him?
Huh?
Why are you speaking on him? And what circumstance Do you have to tell her what is the are you in proximity to him?
Okay.
Why are you saying that?
Because
I have never told a woman that nigga ain't me. Ever in life have I told a woman that. I've been like, you just gotta show her who you are. You don't have to say he not me. Because if you have to say that, then you're insinuating that I need to prove to you something.
We all have to prove.
But prove it with your actions, not your words.
Sometimes you don't got time to get actions.
Wow, you always have time for actions with women.
Peep me. Because now I'm saying this.
So you feel like your words are more powerful than your actions?
See, now, keep that goalpost.
Asking a question, yes or no? Yes or no?
That goalpost ain't moving,
right
bro.
In your face. The kick ain't far. Yes or no?
No, that wasn't the question.
Are your words more powerful than your actions?
What I'm saying is this.
I'm asking yes or no.
Actions are louder than words, are more impactful than words.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, if I'm at a certain age, right, as an adult, 21 or older, there's a high percentage chance if I'm talking to an attractive woman, she's dealing with somebody. Therefore, I will go into the idea of me wanting to get to know her and everything about her. She's dealing with another person. My language will now be dictated off of my assumptions. And I know, you know what they say, they assume. Okay, cool. And I know that person that she dealing with ain't me. So whether she is or she isn't dealing with a person, I'm going to assume that she is, being the adult that we both are. So that's why. It's like, bro, we grown. We baby, we grown. Like, you sitting up here telling me, like, I know, I'm the type of guy.
We're having this conversation because what I'm trying to say to you is that you still don't have to say it. I asked you, under what circumstance do you have to say, that nigga ain't me?
And I'm telling you, you ain't got to say, I know you smell a perfume, the makeup on his shirt.
That's a song, man. This is what, listen, I sell dreams for a living.
And you said you've been both guys.
I have. Listen, I sell energy for a living, bro.
Energy?
I'm glad you have, yes. Music is energy. I sell stories, energy. This is what we do.
And you asked me, have I ever dirty Mac? And I told you, no.
And you were lying. You just proved it to me. But it's okay because now we've redefined what that means to you. And now we can move on to the next question if you want, or we can stay on this topic. But I feel like dirty Mackin is a universal language with single men. In some cases.
Or selective relationships.
Correct. Correct, my boy. Yeah. That you're right about.
Should we move on?
Hey, you got the pad. You got that.
So let's.
I don't know what's on. I don't know what's going on. It's Funky Friday.
It's Funky Friday, so let's keep it funky.
Yeah.
Do you have anything against black women?
No, sir. Amen. No, sir. I don't. Never have.
What is your relationship like with black women?
That's a great question. The ones that matter to me, my grandmother, my mother, my family members, my aunts, a few of the black women that I have dated in the past, my relationship with them were all different. I can't compare one to the other. I can say that my grandmother was my hero. She was the contrast in my life when it came to understanding the importance of a black woman, the strength of a black woman, the soul of a black woman, the relationship that a black woman could have with God that was unwavering. Though she was used so much for her strength, abused for her strength, she never wavered in her character. So when I think of a black woman, her face is the first one that pops up. And it feels safe. My mother, that's a very, very hard question for me to answer because part of me feels like I was blessed to be born from her womb because she was talented and had so much passion and fire, and she was unstoppable in her pursuit of her will of intention, whatever that was, good or bad, up or down. You weren't going to stop Shantae Hardaway from getting what she wanted or doing what she wanted. I have that fire in me too, but I try to balance it out. But on the other side, we had a very toxic relationship because I didn't understand her struggles with whatever she was facing, and I just wanted her to love me the way I wanted her to love me as a mom to a son. And because I couldn't fix that, and because I couldn't change her destiny and the way that she decided that she wanted to live her life, there was resentment, anger built towards her and the idea of trusting her, trusting women in general. And I still face and deal with that to this day. And it's something that I deal with daily. And it affects the way that I see relationships, partnerships, marriage, the idea of marriage, which I don't see myself ever getting married. So I relate to you on that for different reasons, maybe.
No.
Bro, you don't.
I'm sorry, bro.
What you don't.
Keep going.
Bro, you think I came here just to. We came to have a real conversation, right?
No, we about to have a real conversation, but I'm saying, agree with me with what, though?
I said, I don't subscribe to marriage.
I never said I don't subscribe
Hold
to
on,
marriage.
wait. I'm not getting married. I don't have plans to get married yet. It's not because of what I've gone through, my level of commitment and being tied to someone for reasons that aren't the right reasons, I have an issue with. Like, it's not an idea where I'm like, yes, like, let's just get, because when I was tied to someone or when I chose to take care of somebody and it backfired on me in the craziest ways, it was something I couldn't run from, but it was because of the choice I made. And so I'm saying that makes me hesitant towards marriage.
Okay.
And that's why I was saying I relate to you in some ways. Make sense?
A little bit.
All right, cool. Well, Ashton, whatever. You get what I'm trying to say.
I get what you're trying to say.
So
I get what you're trying to say.
yeah, I'm just explaining my relationship with black women.
Yeah.
But then, like, beyond that, like, I've dated black women, right? And I know why you asked this question. You know, I recently posted something a few weeks ago. I can't remember exactly when, but about the slander that I feel like there is on the internet about black women not being loved, based on who I've decided to date, who other artists, who other people, who other black men decide to date that are outside of black race, right? Yes. Interracial relationships. I don't understand the slander. I don't understand the statement of black women aren't loved, because there's so many relationships I know out there that of black couples that are doing incredible businesses together, thriving, families together. They don't get the same type of energy. They don't get the same type of attention or energy around that. And to me, I would much rather see that on the blogs than see the other side of it. The hate or the bashing of black men who decide to date outside of their race. I don't understand. I don't understand it fully. To a certain degree, but not fully. To the point where it gets that dark in some cases. I've gotten crazy messages, right? But it doesn't hurt me more so than it's a little confusing when I see so many black women that feel the same way. And I want to understand it. I don't think this is something that you can help me with, by the way, because you're not a black woman.
I can't.
I know. And so I'm just saying my relationship with black women is evolving. I mean, every day it is evolving, right? My fans, the core of my fans are black women. It's not all my fans, but I come from that. Black women raised me. Black women are the first ones to tell me I'm amazing. The first one to say I love you. The first ones to make me cry. The first ones to make me laugh. The first one, all of it. So it's like, what is that question? I don't even understand.
For me to have this conversation and not identify or be honest with you with saying, I think I share that to a degree too, with where black women have voiced their opinion in my judgment.
Yeah.
Right? And what I will say, it's frustrating at times because not to compare you versus me, but my situation specifically, the narrative of creating broken homes, being with women, procreate with women, not to
And I understand that.
not to be with a woman, is something that impacts me dearly. Knowing that what they don't know is we still have a healthy, active relationship that's respectful.
1,000%. More respectful than some of their favorite artists. More respectful than some of the brands that they buy, the concerts they go to, artists they support. And not to throw that in, but I'm like, when it gets to a point where it's like that deep, and if I showed you some of the comments, you'd be like, damn, it's crazy. Then it makes me question, like, okay, does that mean if you're going this hard at me for this, does that mean you're completely shifting the way you live your life as a black woman to cater to that comment in terms of black women not being appreciated? Are you looking at the brands? Are you looking at the music you're listening to, what you support? Are you going that deep down the rabbit hole? Because if you're not, then what does this really mean about you and how you feel about yourself? Because I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
Let me ask you this, and I'll give
But
you...
I love black women. I want to say it. I love black women. We love black women.
Right. Let me ask you through a different way and get your thought on this perspective.
Yeah.
Do you think this question is judged on the same metric scale of being culturally acceptable? A black woman with a white man versus a black man with a white woman. Do you think those metrics are even?
Well, the only reason I say no is because I've never sat in a room with any of my black brothers and they be like, yo, man, this girl I wanted to dating this white dude, man, and he this and then she doing it. I've never in my life sat in a room. I've never even seen only time I've seen black men speak on that with my own eyes, it's in defense to comments that have been made about black men dating women outside of their race. I've never seen it. And so no, that would be my answer, because if we look at the facts, if we look at the conversations on the internet, I've never seen it, but maybe somebody else have seen it. I've never seen it. So I can't say the metrics are fair at all. I think that the metrics on the side of black women not approving black men dating outside their race are much higher.
Let me say that again too, because it's not a white black thing. It's a black man dating a woman outside of their race and a black woman dating outside of her race. Do you think those are compared the same or gets the same?
No.
Okay.
No. But I want to say something. I want to jump to like the nitty gritty of it. In my own way, intuitively, I understand why black women feel more comfortable dating within their race. Intuitively, I understand the gravity of that. I don't understand it as a black woman, obviously, but just understanding the world that we live in, I understand that. And I don't think I need to go into why. I understand that.
Yeah, but I'm curious to know why.
When I look at my mom and my grandmother, or just women in my family that I grew up around, or even black women that I have dated that y'all don't know about, by the way. Not to all y'all, just the ones that be saying crazy stuff in my comments. I still love y'all though. But I think a lot of my mom's issues came from not feeling safe. And feeling maybe not seen in certain ways, or just outside of her struggle and like having to learn how to walk again and do all that stuff. I think this is my assumption, and I hope that I'm not misspeaking for black women, but I think that in the world that we live in, I feel like black women feel the most unsafe in certain ways. And
while dating
just
outside of their
in
race.
general, in the world,
Okay.
in life. Because I can only speak for myself, though. As a black man, I got black sisters. I got 5 sisters, bro, that I don't talk to every day. One lives in LA with me. I barely see her as much as I should. I can't say that I've been, but we didn't grow up together, but as we got older, I've been so busy hustling and figuring life out and doing, I barely make time for the people that I love. And it's not something I'm proud of, but it comes with the territory of like trying to reach goals to the point where I'm not as present as I should be. And we just have had to, we just have to work harder on both sides as black men and black women to get to where we want to get to in life. And we don't make the time to make each other feel safe. And until we are acknowledged that that's how we've been living. I'm speaking for myself. Let me stop saying we. I haven't made the time. And so I think naturally a black woman coming from, growing up and being raised by a mom or a dad, or maybe not either one of them, maybe being raised herself, like she may feel more, she may not feel comfortable dating outside her race and like wanting to explore when she don't even feel safe at home, Or for some, it could be opposite. Maybe she's like, you know what, I'm gonna try something different. But for the most part, I just feel like, simply put, I feel like most black women want to date within their race, and I feel like that's why it feels, it hits different when they see a Mario who they grew up watching on TV and singing songs like Braid My Hair and Chick with the Braids. Like, that's our culture. I connected with that song. I could never see him dating a Mexican girl. People think my girl is white because she's more pale than the average Mexican. But like, no, she's Mexican. And I've never had to think about these types of things until recently. With now having, her being pregnant and having a son, an interracial child. These are things that I think about now. I'm like, damn, what does that mean? It doesn't lead anything. It doesn't control or govern anything, but it's something that I think about. So yeah, I think that has, and obviously I would love a black woman to tell me what that represents for her. Why does it bother you?
If you have to question if a person is black enough or culturally accepted or not, this was the metric that I was told to give anybody. This is a male or female, right? If you were out in a bar and everybody says, nigga, and it offends somebody by a person saying nigga, that person ain't black. You see what I'm saying? So interracial. So if like there's,
I see what you're saying. I get
you know what I'm saying? But this is my point. When you hear individuals like RG3 and his wife, Ice-T and his wife, do you think their discussion points
different
are the same as Serena Williams and her husband, or Eve and her husband?
No.
Why?
I'm not. This is not my expertise, but
This is opinions.
Yeah.
This is cultural
I feel
opinions.
like, bro, I feel like Ice-T, like yo, when you look at Ice-T and you look at Coco, to me, like I know, like when I think of Ice-T, I think of his characters, I think of certain things. Like, I don't think that a black woman would look at him and be like, why is he dating a white girl? Black women that feel some type of way about interracial relationships, I don't think she would say that to about Ice-T. I don't think it comes up in her mind to look at that and be like, what? Because I don't know that maybe she doesn't resonate with him in that way. But if Wesley Snipes, who played in the same movie, was walking down the street with Becky and she felt that way, about interracial relationships, she would judge that.
Do you think RG?
Colorism?
Yes,
You're saying it's colorism?
I think so.
Okay.
So the fact that Ice-T is light skinned.
Yes,
And RG3 is dark skinned,
I do, bro.
and he's dated outside his race. He gets more flack than Ice-T.
I think so. I do. In some cases, maybe it's not every case, but I think in some cases it could be that. But again, I don't know. I'm not black.
And for you, in your situation, right?
Bro, they think my girl is white. She's Mexican. I see that every time. I'm like, yo, why is he dating this white girl? I never thought he would end up with a white girl. Is that not colorism?
No. But I gave you the
Is it?
rule. Check, just peep. Just peep.
But I don't know. Again,
And I want to bring.
I'm trying to figure it out, bro.
I'm trying to bring humor into a situation.
Because I don't want, like...
If we were all out together,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And just at a regular bar or a regular situation,
Yeah.
and we use that word, and let's say your lady says nigga.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna look at her like, whoa, hey. Would you agree, yes or no?
In some cases.
But you would have to explain. You see what I'm saying? Now, with Jay-Z and Beyonce,
Right.
if both of them say nigga, it'd be like,
But
hey.
I think it depends on a person, bro. I've seen white rappers say nigga before, or be with his homie like nigga. That shit's crazy. I don't know, like, bro. Go on the internet, plenty. Seen it. In conversation. I'm not saying it's the norm, but I'm saying I've seen it. Because I think that shit has a lot to do with association and how that person live their life. If it's a white dude who came from the hood and he got all black friends and he be like, yo, nigga, what's up? Nobody's...
No, I can't agree with you on that. As successful as Eminem, Marshall Mathers,
but
if Marshall Mathers says nigga, it will be a hard time with him getting out of Detroit.
I'm not saying that it's not every.
And that goes for any other. It don't matter.
I'm telling you what I seen. I seen it happen. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that, it can't happen. If my girl's out, she said, first of all, I've never heard her say that in my life. But
I'm just giving an example.
yeah, I get it. But I think it's case by case at the same time. I do. With that
but-
word, I think it's case by case. But you're saying the norm. You're saying
I've never been around a situation publicly, privately, where it did not meet resistance.
resistance. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they're gonna meet resistance. I'm saying I seen it happen.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
And even with being met with resistance, where somebody was like, yo, nigga, hold on, what? Like Drake, like what's Tekashi 6ix9ine? Like, hold on, I have a real issue. Like, we don't want to hear you say nigga no more. Like, these are all things.
Yeah.
And when we identify as like, yo, that's this or that's that.
You're saying this to say what?
I'm saying this, do you feel a certain type of way when your culture, your people, your race
Yeah.
castrate you to a degree or make you feel lesser than by you dating?
Try to make me feel lesser than.
Yes.
And not all, some. The few that do. Do I feel what?
I don't know. I don't know.
You ask me if I feel what do I feel about it?
Yes.
I want to understand it. And I feel like I feel like it's ignorant, bro. I think it's ignorant to a certain degree. Because because my thing is, if it's that sick, and this is only to the ones that go real hard at me. If it's that serious, if you feel like it's a disrespect to black women, then why are you supporting the things that you support? Why you support the music that disrespect black women? Why, if I go to those people's pages, I don't see any efforts to give to any black women organizations or like, I'm just saying if you're going that hard, then there must be something behind that that's like, this is what I represent and I'm going all the way with it. But if the statement is, I wonder why. Let me go and has he ever did that? And then I wonder why he doesn't. That's where I get it. I wonder why this didn't happen. And the answer is I don't date off of color. I don't date off of race. I date off of energy. I date who is who God put in my life at that time for whatever reason. That's that. It's not like I'm going out here like I have to specifically find a this type of woman to date. Like, no, I've dated black women. I've dated Asian women. I've dated Hispanic. I've dated white women. I've dated all types of races.
Yeah. I think...
I know, I'm just an open-minded person.
And I
And
respect
if you
that.
actually sat and got to know me outside this and know the other thing, like I'm just an open-minded person, bro. And I think that just comes from traveling and moving around different places and just, yeah.
But you
I think it's healthy.
You use this word in ways that I want to know.
Yeah.
You used it to explain you and Troy's relationship.
Yeah.
I heard you on Angela Yee speak about, your girlfriend. You used the word safe.
Oh, yeah. That's easy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my thing is like, yo.
That had nothing to do with race, though. It had nothing to do with her race. It had more so to do with the placement, timing, and the fact that I've known her for so many years and how she lived her life and living in a place like LA and moving a certain way that I respect. She could be a black woman. She could be another race. It don't matter. If it's safe, it's safe. That had nothing to do with race. But I think that race is just a big thing in our community, bro. It's just one of those conversations that maybe it's not enough successful black men in the world. The women feel like it's not enough of us. And maybe it has something to do with that. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. Can you help me?
No.
So you can't help me, but you actually like you can't help me?
No, I'm talking
Help
to
me
you.
understand. What do you think it is?
I'm talking to you
Because
as if
I'm
my
curious.
face card clean with the black queens. And it's not. And I've been open about that.
Okay. But in this circumstance, because your current girlfriend is black,
Yes.
right? Both of your baby mothers are black or no?
One is biracial.
Did you have
Armenian, German descent?
Did you have any backlash with that?
Not really.
Why? Why do you think? Did the world know about her?
For sure.
So then,
Everybody knows. We all know.
my apologies.
No,
I already
you
do my
good, you
research
good, you good.
to understand.
But this is the thing. And when you're identifying or trying to speak on behalf, many black women feel hurt because it can seem like black men are choosing others while overlooking within the black community.
There's so many black relationships out here that are thriving, that are positive, that are like what? If you really put all the numbers together of all the black
That's not
football
realistic.
players, entertainers,
Yeah.
or maybe it's not. I don't know. Let's talk about it. Put us all. How many of us is it total?
A lot.
Okay, but a lot compared to all the black men in the world, in the country, in like.
No, but I'll finish. Many black women feel hurt when black men date other races because they often seek other women who copy the same style, the same features, and energy that black women naturally have or possess. Yet those traits are praised on others while ignored of black women. So that's why I asked this narrative.
I wish that I had an iPad because you said that. Like, I wish that I had stuff like because.
Oh, we got an unbelievable team at Funky Friday.
Yeah, but because when you say it like that, which I completely do understand.
Yeah,
that's a different. To me, that's a different conversation, bro. That's a different
But
conversation.
check this out. So that's why I asked this conversation.
Yeah,
I give you the perspective again. A black man dating an interracial woman versus a black woman dating an interracial man. Are those compared the same?
They're obviously not, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because when I see a black...
Why does someone's... whether it's a preference or whether it's a circumstance of love, is it just the things you stated earlier about Black women's? Because if it's about the culture, if it's about other women getting, ass shots and titties and this and the, but at the end of the day, a lot of Black women still do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Overly do it in some cases, just like other races, right?
But that's what you see.
I'm just saying, because you
And that's
stating
what,
that.
and I had to learn this, bro. I had like just stay with me real quick.
I'm with you, bro. I'm trying to figure it out.
Don't misconstrue your reality with everybody else's.
First of all, that's not my reality.
No.
I'm saying,
when you say that I've seen that overdo it, you may have seen a lot of Black women.
I'm talking about on the internet. I'm talking about.
But that's your algorithm. That's your internet. That's you see what I'm saying?
Nah, because if you look at my algorithm, it's not like that. What I'm trying to
just
say is,
using it for
in general, what I'm trying to say, when you say those things, then we have to look at everything in the culture. We have to look at the things that we collectively approve. We have to look at the things that even the Black women that say certain things, but they'll go and watch a show and approve certain things that are using Black women energy, you know what I'm saying, in a negative way, but you support that. Like, I'm saying that if we're gonna look at all of these things as a reason as to why those comparisons are off, then we have to look at the whole thing. And I'm saying that if we do look at the whole thing, maybe that'll lead us in a better place.
Yeah. What I will say is, I love.
Me too.
And my way of thinking may not be what everybody else's way of thinking is. I love Black love. I love all love. But there is a sense of hypocrisy with chosen topics. It's like we'll say, like, man, that's wrong. Man, that's right.
1,000%. But deeper than that, let's just go into the delusion of, we live in a very delusional place. America is a very delusional place. And I love the, fuck all that. It's a delusional place.
Are you talking about America or are you talking about Black people?
But what I'm saying, I'm talking about America. But what I'm saying is, it's gonna get back to that. What I'm saying is that, like, to your point, when you're saying, oh, this is right, this is wrong, like, we don't, the critical thinking in life in general is already off. So of course it's gonna trickle down to our community in a lot of ways, and I think that's become the norm. Just this idea of, like, for a minute I felt like, oh damn, they don't care about certain people that date interracially. There's only a few people that they collectively decide who gonna get the slander, right? Who gonna get the belt? And so for a minute I'm like, what? And then you'll have a few months go by and then it happens to multiple people. But I'm saying, don't you feel like it's selective? Do you feel like it's selective or no?
I think it's hypocritical sometimes.
So yes, you feel like it's selective.
Hypocritical.
Okay.
That's how I really feel. Now, do I approve of it? And like I said, I'm still trying to get accepted by my Black queens, some Black queens.
Yeah.
And it's tough sometimes because
it is.
I have Black daughters. And it hurts me when I have a conversation with K. Michelle and she's crying, talking about the stance on Black men choosing the women that they want to be with. But on the opposite, she was dating an interracial dude.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
So it's like
America's delusional and trickles down. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
That's cool. But I'm receptive. I can't go off of judging who and what she says. It's like, yo, I'm in this position and I only can speak about what my truth is. And I'm only asking you questions to try to gauge of what your truth is.
My truth is that I only started thinking about these types of conversations when it started happening. When I started seeing more comments on my timeline than necessary about a healthy relationship. I'm not a sloppy person. I've never disrespected Black women. I move with intent, like I told you at the beginning of this interview. And most things I do, I try to move with intent. I try to lead by example and show, like, young people come from where I come from. You can come from the craziest environments and crazier circumstances and still do great things in life. And I feel like, not to say that I should get some type of, pass or nothing like that, because I get it. Nobody gets a pass. But I'll be surprised. I'm surprised sometimes at the comments. I'm surprised at it. And so, to me, that's where it's like, I'll speak on it. I'll have this conversation because it really is something that happens. Hopefully one day it dies. Hopefully one day I'll see more comments about, and for those women, specifically Black women who have supported me my whole career and have said beautiful things and like send that energy of love and like, I'm just happy that I'm just happy that you're doing good. I'm happy that it's a healthy situation for you. Versus, he gonna be back asking us to give him space and give him some time in 2 months or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's something that, again, have the conversation to understand. And I hope that there can be healing in this space. I hope that we can wake up one day and understand it and receive the love and acceptance of our choices by Black women.
Yeah.
Because I look at you and I see an entrepreneur. I see a man who's figuring it out in life and ownership and doing great things. That's a great example. And what your preference is or your circumstance should not dictate your character. Mm-hmm. And that's how I feel about it. And I feel like sometimes that's where the conversation, too much of the conversation goes towards, now you're judging my character. Yeah. And that's where it's like, there must be something that it's not me. Yeah. It's not me.
But what I'll say, though, in closing off this topic is, I welcome these conversations.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? In passing and going, like, I welcome the idea for another woman to say, hey, it's not just a Black thing, it's a woman thing in general, because I have been called misogynistic. I have been called a sexist. I have been called these different things.
You got a different.
You know what I'm saying?
Where you've been more.
But that's not me, though.
Right.
And I've lost deals, I've lost money, I've lost opportunity because it may have been a female executive. It may have been.
So we're both fucked.
Yeah, you would say. But like I said, I'm not shying away from it. Right. I welcome it. I want to be better. I have a beautiful team of women that work alongside me that came before them, and I don't hire or work with genders.
Yeah.
I work with talent.
For sure.
Like, are you are you the right person for this job?
Yeah.
That's what I go off of, male or female.
Have to, bro.
And when you have these humanistic discussions, and when women do say, no, Cam, I just got checked today, right? Preparing for this show. Not checked, but corrected.
Corrected, yeah.
Producer, John A. Jackson, extremely talented, comes from the journalist world.
Yeah.
She said, Cam, stop saying female. And my but why wasn't, but why? Like, what you mean? It was, but
genuinely,
why?
Yeah.
It was because you should say woman. Female is always described as a birth, or explain, please.
Her ability to carry a child, a living being's ability to carry offspring.
That.
You're limiting her to her reproductive ability.
That.
Got it.
So when I hear those things, thank you. It's not, I'm still going, no.
1,000%.
I need that.
1,000%.
Right? And I will welcome any critique that can make me or give me a better understanding
of how to relate, of how to communicate, of how to understand. And I guess that maybe this is a conversation that one day we should sit and have with Black women.
Hello.
Because we can only do so much.
Yeah.
But I love it because, I don't have to worry about you trying to twist my word. Like you have some,
No.
We having a real conversation here.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's very important. Never thought that I would be having this conversation, but we're here and it's important. So I'm happy you asked the question.
I would say this.
Yeah.
You're an R&B singer, but some Black men want other races of women who have our rhythm,
Yeah.
but not our blues. And when you hear that, agree, don't agree, what's your thought process?
I agree with that. I do agree with that. I think it's true. I mean, I think it's true from the fashion to hairstyles to, you know, if you look at the motherland, right? Or if you look at just what comes out of our culture musically, like that in itself shows you that we lead in what's cool. We lead in what's sexy. We lead in what's original in a lot of ways. So I would agree with that 100%. I'm gonna say I agree with that 100%. Agree with that.
Are you a cartoon fan? Like animation?
But yeah, I like animation. It's not something that I watch all the time, but yeah, I like it. Yeah.
But this was an interesting take that someone told me. Why does every time in a cartoonistic kind of way, the figure is always in woman form, is in most ways, some ways, curated as a black woman silhouette? Like, first person I thought about was Elastigirl. I was like, yo,
Right.
Elastigirl.
Right.
Slim thick with your cute.
God.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
But that don't.
Yeah.
But when you start putting certain things, like you watch and you start to see, and to your point, certain brands don't cater to our kind, and you could see how it fit, and you could see.
For sure, 100%. I mean, there was a whole culture of women that became very popular and rich off of rebranding their silhouette to meet the standards that black women have naturally. We've seen that for years.
Yeah.
It's very obvious. And black women, we know this. We see it. We know it.
Right.
It's not a secret.
How do we get R&B music to beg for love again?
You gotta listen to mood swings.
What does that mean?
You have to look in front of you and realize that the person you're talking to has an EP called Mood Swings that helps to usher in the vulnerability, the begging, crying. I live in LA, it doesn't rain that much. But when it does rain, I'm outside. I'm looking for the lights, the cameras, the action. I'm like, yeah, y'all could have caught me right here, but I keep it to myself. But Mood Swings is helping to usher that back into the game. And Home, the song Home specifically, I feel like we specifically wanted to cater that to that conversation. And it's something I'm proud of. I love being in this genre of music. I wouldn't, if I had a choice to go back, I would not choose anything other than R&B. Because R&B has so many dimensions to it, so many, it's like a mansion of different rooms that you can go in and express in different ways. And you can be as egotistical as you want. You can be as vulnerable as you want. You can be as simple as you want. You can stack it with a million harmonies and make it as beautiful as you want. There's so many ways you can take R&B to create the intention behind the emotion and how you want people to walk away feeling. Because I remember my mother first played On Bended Knees to me. I remember when she first played Boyz II Men, and what I felt even as a kid, I'm like, I didn't even know why I was feeling those emotions, but it's because they were that intentional about making sure, like, no, we're gonna keep that take. That take where he's cracking, where Wanye's cracking at the end, that's the same thing that happened in Crying Out For Me on that part where, for me, my voice was gone. Polo was like, nah, keep that take. I was like, nah, crack that out. He's like, nigga, I felt that shit. Keep that take. And I feel like that's what we're missing, you know? the imperfections. I think a lot of things are perfected too much today. We gotta produce artists and music that are more raw, vulnerable, and create rooms again. I think what Kehlani's doing is amazing because she's, from a female standpoint, helping to usher back in that vulnerability and sexiness of like R&B. And yeah, man, it's here. It's here. It's just a matter of us being fearless enough to like stand on it.
Yeah.
And continue to stand on it and getting platforms to be able to like support it.
Your Nothing But Us tour is all about intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
What can fans expect when they come to these shows?
Man, I think they can expect to be reconnected with me in a way that feels both present, vulnerable, fun. A few select fans can expect to have some unexpected experiences with me on stage. And just remembering why they love R&B, bro. Like remembering why they fell in love with our journey together, I think it creates a space that, what I wanted to create on stage is a space that allows people to go down memory lane. I think music has a very powerful gift of opening up portals of the past and present and kind of reminding you why you spent your money that night to come to the show. You know what I'm saying? Why you change your plans. Why you're with the person that you're with, whether it be a best friend, your mom, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever. Like it encompasses all of these different things, but it also encompasses a certain level of authenticity. Like these are all the things that I'm trying to embody. Yeah.
Now, as far as the fan experience at your shows, are we going all the way left, all the way right? Are we, you know what I'm saying? We giving the Breezy Bowl experience, Usher Raymond, Cherry, Omarion, Watermelon.
Right. Definitely not the watermelon. Okay. No. But no, I think that it's finding my own version of that, obviously. But Breezy Bowl and what they're doing, like those are much bigger productions than I'm doing on this tour. This is a way more intimate. This is like, it's entertainment with real vocals, and I want to make you, I'm trying to make you feel, I'm trying to take you here. I'm trying to make you feel things with my show. Like, yeah, I want you to walk away feeling like your heart just opened and you might want to go, you know what I'm saying, go goddamn. Like you might want to, I'm giving that. That's just R&B. You know what I'm saying? This is, yeah.
Man, last question, bro. If you had to describe your journey, Baltimore kid with a dream to Grammy-nominated artist, actor, and now soon to be father. In one word, what would that word be?
Timeless. Timeless, bro. The reason I say that is because I remember it's like there was a point in time where I feel like God made time stand still for me. And it was because I had made a sacrifice to be uncomfortable and to do something he had been asking me to do for a long time in order for him to be able to equip me with the skills to become the next version, the better version of myself. And I feel like he made time stand still for me to the point where as though nothing changed about me but only good things. I had healed myself to a certain degree. I didn't lose my gift. There were so many things weights that were lifted off my shoulders. I was washed. I was, like I told you before, it was like a spiritual baptism. And it made me look at time different. And it made me reevaluate how I viewed the use of time. From, oh my God, I don't have enough time, I gotta hurry up and do this, to let me calculate my time with my experiences. what do I feel in this time? Like, how do I fill this time with substance that helps me to grow and help me accomplish my goals from the little things all the way to the bigger things? And how do I govern that and protect that? And that in itself is gonna make time not feel like it's moving too fast or it's slipping away from me. A lot of times we feel like that we gotta rush into things. We have to create the space for the things that we want, and we have to prepare for them, to receive them, right? And so to me, when I think of timeless, these are all of the things that come into mind. Timeless means that I'm not stressing about the time. I'm more so focusing on doing what I need to do with the time that I have, calculating my time by the quality of the experiences. Thus, now I'm being able to create the space and invite more abundance into my life. So timeless is, that's the word.
Timeless. I could dig it. I got a confession to make, though. While you are guilty as charged of making timeless music,
Yeah.
I was Dirty Mackin. In middle school, though.
Yeah.
Middle school.
Yeah.
I hated you, nigga.
Yeah, you told me that.
But now,
Yeah.
appreciate you.
I appreciate you too,
Appreciate
my dog.
you, bro.
Yes, sir.
As we end things here at Funky Friday. When I say all together, we're gonna say one love. When I say all together, we're gonna say one love. When I say all together, we're gonna say what?
One love.
All right, it's gonna look similar to this. We're gonna use that camera, then we're gonna go to your camera, then we're gonna finish with our camera. It's gonna look like this. When I say one finger, one pinky, one thumb. When I say all together, we're gonna say what? One love. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Hand out. One finger, one pinky, one thumb. All together, one love. Ladies and gentlemen, Mario!
Did you know? This right here.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, guys.